All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Justin Clark here, going to take a look at the Bitcoin and crypto markets. Still, obviously, hitting this time of day when I'm doing this, when the sun's coming right through the blinds here in my office. But we're going to dig right into this. But before we do, if you want to just say hello, let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from. That's always fun. And if you want to get market analysis like this pretty much on the daily, Monday through Saturday, you can follow me on Facebook or x.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, let's dig right into this morning. We're going to be taking a look at what's called the MA Momentum Moving Average Momentum chart setup. For those who are members of iCoinPro, you can go up to my iCoinPro training up there and then go to Micro Profit System Part 3. If you want to do the full training on MA Momentum, it's here in Part 3, and it's kind of a standalone training. You can do it any minute, any part or any time while you're doing your 1 week course to learn how to trade with the system. All right, so digging into this, I'm in the iCoinPro trading portal. This is our custom software we built to trade our strategy from the ground up. And you want to just click up here and then click Load Chart Layout and MA Momentum. That will bring this up. And we'll cover a couple basic things for the noobs that are on here on the stream this morning. These red and green things are called candles. They show where the price currently is. This shaded area is a Bollinger Band. And these spaghetti lines that are multicolored, this purple, maroon, yellow, there's green, orange, etc. These are called moving averages. And the moving averages just show kind of where there's potential support or resistance for the price action of whatever asset we're looking at. Hey, Troy, good morning. Awesome, man. Congrats. Welcome, welcome. Still winning here. That's so good, dude. And then we've also got Mineo, welcome. Glad to have you here. All right, so what I'll cover quickly about this chart setup and why it's so useful is that you can see that when the price action is trading above all of these moving averages, primarily above this light purple moving average, that means that we're potentially in a bullish market and almost definitely not in a bear market at that point. On the flip side, when the price action is trading below all of the moving averages, in particular below this light purple moving average, then that means that we're potentially in a bearish market and almost definitely not in a bull market. You got to process out all the fear at sellers before we can return to a more positive trend. So where are we now? Well, looks like we are not in a great position. I'm going to move this on down here a little bit and let me save that. It looks like we came up and hit the top of this structure that we're forming here, potentially. Everything's potential until it happens. Oh, hey, Mike, welcome. Good morning. Glad to have you on. From Oregon, back home. All right, good. All right, so it looks like we are potentially, we hit the top of this structure again, and now we're retracing downward. And this line here is kind of the boogeyman of crypto right now. We need to get over this trend line and with volume to potentially start moving higher. And this is another trend line. So potentially we're forming what's called a falling wedge, which I know the bulls will want that to be the case because that's generally a bullish structure, okay, where we would ping pong, and then break out with volume, heading north. Whether or not we're going to do that, I have no idea, but that's what traditional traders would think. So they're going to trade that appropriately. If we just lose this lower trend line here and start heading down early before we ping pong back and forth, that would be bad. That would mean that we potentially got, an early exit from this structure, which is not good. It would catch people off guard. If we put pressure on this lower trend line again, come down, we've hit it and then wicked up, hit it, and then gone up, grinded up. if we put pressure on it or stay on it, we could see some of the altcoins sink even lower. So if we get back down near this trend line, you're going to want to put this on your chart. You can anticipate that the altcoins may sell off a bit down there. All right, on the upside, we've got this downtrend line. I'm not sure if we're going to play around here and try and break through and then go down to the lower line, or if we're just already marching down. We did have that digital asset conference or whatever yesterday. Trump spoke. Obviously, did not help the price action, which is probably pretty depressing to people. And so, like, the weird thing is, and people don't understand this, a bear market is like a technical thing. All right. It's not personal. That's what I tell everybody. It's technical. It's just where there's just more people who want to get out of the market at these prices than want to get in. Okay. And in a bear market, good news is ignored and bad news is sold, right? In a bull market, good news is bought and bad news is ignored. I'm starting to see kind of, and again, anything can happen, but I'm starting to see kind of some signs that good news is being ignored and bad news is being sold. And in particular, where the US, released the strategic reserve, people didn't like what they were going to do, and it sold. It was bad news was sold off. Now we have more good news. Sitting president appearing at a digital asset conference, and we're going lower. We sold again. It's just it becomes mechanical, and so we're just going to have to see what happens, here, and take this day by day. But so far, I mean, the market's not, responding in the way you'd expect in a bullish market to good news. So it's kind of fascinating to watch. Hi, Pamela. Welcome. Glad to have you on. All right. So with that said, we'll just have to see what happens. So key levels right now, this is the last line of defense of the bull market for now. So that's sitting at about 79.80K. That's very, very key. We got to stay over 79.80K right now. Below that is 74.75. If we were to lose 74.75, that would be really bad. And then on the upside, we got to break out of this thing here. So we got to get over 86, 87K to, keep a bullish scenario potentially unfolding. All right. If we were to get an early exit with volume out of this really fast, that would be shocking and would be probably bring out a lot of buyers. They would get excited. Same thing if we all of a sudden lost 74K. It would just, the sellers would probably come out of the woodwork if that were to occur. So that's kind of where we're at right now. 79.80 is key. And then 87K is probably key on the upside. All right. Let's look at longs and shorts. I just have a feeling they're not going to be any help to us. Longs are people betting Bitcoin's going up. Shorts are people betting Bitcoin's going down. Longs make money when it goes up. Shorts make money when it goes down. And usually people who are doing this are using leverage, which means that they're borrowing money to exaggerate their gains and losses. Right now, we're not super concerned about this. If this gets over 70% long, then we have the potential for a long squeeze, which is where all of these people who are betting Bitcoin is going up. They get squeezed out of the market en masse, liquidated, in other words, and the price can drop more dramatically pretty quickly. But we're not quite there yet, so it's not going to really help us right now. And then let's look at what's potentially hot or not. I know there's one coin. There's actually, hold on one second. This one, Orca. Orca is one, good volume, big blow up. Looks like it could be good for trading on the 5-minute dips. Definitely good volume moving here. So Orca is definitely the top coin for me to watch right now. And going to be cautious though. I mean, it was doing, almost no volume. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, on a 1-day chart. Let's see what it was doing. Yeah, it was doing 1 million in volume, hundreds of thousands in volume. and then now it's blowing up to 30 million really fast. So we do want to be, cautious with it. It has a history of just blowing up and then retracing, blowing up and then retracing. So we'll just have to see, what happens here. Blowing up, retracing. So we'll have to see how it consolidates and stuff, but definitely going to be looking at that for the 5-minute dips. Okay. So Orca is definitely up there, and then we've got PLUU, which again, this has okay-ish volume to it. It was a blow up and then a retrace. It does this. Last time it retraced lower on the 1-day chart than where it blew up from. So we'll just have to see. Again, just something to look at and potentially trade. But this thing's been pretty much on a straight downtrend forever, with little bits of up. Originally it was 26 bucks. Now it's 94 cents. Welcome to crypto, people. All right. So that's where we are with that. So on a good, dip sequence with good roller coastering, not this. This is just not good. Okay. Volume is dying off. Everything. Volume's dying off. If it does a big giant dump, then it would be tradable. Okay. But Orca is definitely up there. That's a significant amount of volume. And on a good proper dip sequence with good roller coastering, I'd be willing to trade in and out on that. So, all right, everybody, that's all I've got. If you want market analysis like this pretty much on the daily, follow me on Facebook or x.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. And lastly, if you want to learn how to trade these crazy crypto markets, just get back with whoever introduced you to iCoinPro or shared this video with you. There is a free boot camp that you can do. It takes you about 40 minutes, and you can do it this morning. Learn how to trade in 40 minutes. It's pretty awesome. Also, if you don't have somebody who referred you, you can shoot an email to support@iCoinPro.com to get that free boot camp. All right, everybody, take care. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see what happens today in these crazy crypto markets. Bye-bye, everybody.